I'm going to be going over weird vehicles that we need inside of Driving Empire. But before I do that, make sure to subscribe and drop a like in this video. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, Driving Empire already has its fair share of weird and goofy vehicles, and we love them. Let's be for real, bro. The pumpkin, if you got this car, you might not use it a lot, but you definitely love it. I know that for sure. You know, we also got tons of Christmas event vehicles last year. I think is, if I search Christmas, I don't know if that's what's going to pull it up. Maybe like train, that's one of them. Yeah, the choo-choo train. Bro, I know you all love this car, bro. Who does not love the choo-choo train? What else? We got the snowmobile, bro. Snowmobile right here. The snowmobile, bro. Who does not love the snowmobile? The witch's broomstick, too. Even though it might not be working right now, the witch's broomstick, bro. I'm not going to forget about it. So, the point is, we have a few goofy vehicles in the game. I'm sure there's more that I'm forgetting about now. Like, honestly, I don't even know. I know there's more. I just don't know the names of them. Well, here's one of them. The bean, bro. The bean. Who doesn't love the bean? But, anyways, I have a list of more goofy cars, weird cars, unique cars that we got to see in the game. And at the end, we'll even have some unique vehicles that might not even be cars we'll take a look at. But let's go start looking at my list and maybe, you know, coming up with ideas for how these cars could be implemented into the game. All right, first on the list, limos, okay? I don't know how on earth we don't have a limo yet in Driving Empire, but like, surely they could find some reason to add a limo, whether we get, I don't know, let's say, you know, they add a taxi event, for example. We've had it before. Why not have a limo as a reward in a taxi event? I feel like this is the taxi luxury final boss. I know limos are kind of an outdated thing. They aren't as popular anymore, but I still think it would be cool to see a limo in the game, you know. We got this limo right here, of course, that classic style. We got, you know, other styles of limos, like the Escalade limo, the pink limo here. You know, who doesn't want a hot pink limo? This one looks very cheap and tacky, though. A Lamborghini limo. Oh yeah, we want a Lamborghini limo. I feel like I would rock with a Lambo limo. I don't know how Lamborghini would feel about this though if we get it added, but I think most realistically we could probably see like this style limo added. That's my guess for the limos. All right, now next up, you know, I don't know what else to say other than the hot dog car, you know. We need the hot dog car. This is not like a want, this is a need. We need it. Okay, all seriousness though, I have an idea for what this could actually be a purpose for, you know. April Fools, I think you all love free cars. My most popular types of videos seem to always be about free cars when they add them. So, you know, I know that people love free cars. So on April Fools, what if they have a code that'll give you either this hot dog car, or wait for it, even better potentially, the banana mobile. Dude, who doesn't want these? Matter of fact, this is 2 April Fools. Like, if you think about it, this could be April Fools 2026, this could be April Fools 2027, or, you know, like the reverse of that. But I don't see why not. You know, what's stopping them? It's not like they have to go license a hot dog on wheels. They could just change up the style of this a bit. Or, same with the banana, you know, they could make it the banana a bit different. I think that's the most fire idea ever. Like, who doesn't want a free hot dog or banana car on April Fools? I could totally see them adding these as code vehicles. Alright, next up is just a normal brand that's goofy that they have to license, and that's some of the other cars we'll be going over too in a minute, but Peel is the goofiest of them all, so we had to point him out. I feel like, you know, no hate to Peel. We love Peel, we love him, but that you can't deny it. They look goofy, bro. Look at this thing, bro. Who does not think this is goofy? And the Peel Trident, this one is the one you might not know about as much, but I want the Peel Trident too if we get Peel. This one might be even goofier. Look at how it opens, bro. This huge fancy opening thing, and it looks like a submarine. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. It looks like you're driving a little goofy submarine. I can't lie, bro. Peel, I would love them. These cars are adorable. These things are so goofy. On the topic of little goofy looking cars, whenever we get BMW, don't think we don't want the Isetta Driving Empire, because oh boy, I want the Isetta. You know, the Isetta is such a goofy little car. I feel like I could see them adding this as like a collection vehicle, kind of like how they had the Fiat 500, I think. Is that the right one? Or maybe the Fiat Classic. I think it was the Classic Fiat they had. Look at this, bro. It even has a pillow in the car. Who doesn't want a car with a pillow in it? That seems so comfy and cozy, bro. The BMW Isetta, we need it. This one, my friend suggested this, okay? You know, I have my friend, he helped me put together this list, and I think maybe we could do without the BMW i3 right here, bro. This thing, kind of goofy looking, but hey, maybe some people like the weird window shape on the BMW i3. Not much more to go over other than that. Yeah, I mean, the i3, interesting looking one. Fiat Multipla, though, yeah. We need the Fiat Multipla, okay? This is the goofiest, ugliest looking car I've ever seen, I think. Just look at it, dude. Ugh. It looks, interesting. But imagine they actually, like, get permission from Fiat to add goofy body kits for it that make it look like this. That would make it really funny. And, you know, I don't want to reveal details I'm not supposed to, but like, let's just say Driving Empire has the ways to get the body kits. I mean, we've seen it on Nissan, that's all I'm gonna say. But maybe other brands will be getting body kits in the future, but also, like, you know, I feel like they could work with Fiat to get, like, the Multipla, a goofy looking car, and then have, like, crazy body kits for it just as a big joke. Next up, I found some Japanese cars that have some unique doors. You know, they're like the little K cars. And this is the AutoZam AZ right here. And it's got Pagani style gull wing doors. You might have seen these on some older Mercedes too. I think this thing actually looks cool. Like, look at how nice it looks. It's such a cool looking little car. Like, I know a lot of the others like look goofy like the Fiat and stuff, but this might be the first serious looking actually kind of cool car on this list. I think it's a bit weird because it's like just a random little car, but it's got cool doors, but I actually think this is really cool. Same type of thing with this Toyota. I think the Toyota right here is a bit uglier. You know, it kind of looks like an old Porsche from the back, like that Targa style look right there. But then they got McLaren doors, but the front end just ruins it. Like, look at that grille. It's not the best, but you can't deny it. It would be cool to get an update with like these two cars that have like supercar style doors. And we're back to the goofy cars. Okay, the Nissan S Cargo. Genuinely, this thing looks so cartoonish, so comical, so goofy with the circle windows and everything. I couldn't believe this thing. Like, literally, I did not think this was a real car, but it is. Oh my goodness. Like, how do you look at this thing and think it's real, bro? This looks so goofy. Same with the Nissan Cube. I knew this was a real one though. I've seen Nissan Cubes rolling around. I honestly could do without the Cube, but this right here, I don't know. The S Cargo might be a goofy little vehicle to see. Speaking of goofy vehicles, the Sparrow. That's what this one's called, the Sparrow right here. What even is this, bro? I thought the Peel P50 looked goofy. This thing, or that's the Peel Trident, the Peel P50 right here. I thought this was a goofy one. But the Sparrow, dude, oh my goodness. Look at the size of a person compared to it, bruh. The person's literally like the size of the door, and then that's it, bro. That's like the whole car almost. It's so goofy looking. Yeah, I think this would be a funny code car or something if we could get it. But like I said, you know, once we finish looking at the goofy vehicles, there's two unique vehicles at the end that are kind of weird, but I would like, and that is Lamborghini boats, okay? I know Driving Empire hasn't touched boats in a while in the game, like in 4 years or something, but if they were to touch boats and, you know, update them, I think we already have Lambo licensed. Why not go for the Lambo yacht? The Lambo yacht's actually kind of cool looking. You can't lie. So, you know, that would be a unique one. And lastly, on the topic of Lambo vehicles, I know they're starting to do licensed motorcycles, so let's try to get the Lambo motorcycle license maybe. Look at how tough that is. Maybe we need an update where they add the Sion. We don't have the Sion yet, so we get the Sion and the Sion style motorcycle together. Hear me out, that's a fire update. Now, I know it might be pretty hard to get, you know, some of these licensed brands to agree to what I'm about to say, so that's why I'm going to suggest maybe they just do this with some of the cars that, like, weren't, like, owned by big companies, like the Hot Dog Mobile or the Banana Mobile. They have, like, an event, like, called the Goofy Vehicle event, just for some of the really goofy ones. Like, I don't know how they'd go about it, but, like, maybe make a custom version of that Sparrow vehicle. We get, the Banana car, Hot Dog car, and then I'm sure I pointed out some others that they could have like as not licensed vehicles, like that besides the Peels, the Fiats, the BMWs, besides all that, like just some non-licensed goofy cars, like 3 to 4, and call it the Goofy Car event or something, you know, a lighthearted little fun event. Obviously coming up we got a Halloween event probably and a winter event, but maybe, you know, around the time like next year, like over summer, if they don't have like any big events going on in the game, you know, it would be nice to see some goofy car events or something. So, you know, just have silly cars, and it's just a fun event, just like something to change it up from the normal updates, you know, something different. That's kind of my thought process, but I don't know how possible it is for them to do an event with goofy vehicles like that. But if you guys like any of these ideas or any of the concepts I mentioned in today's video, please comment down below, because the developers do watch these videos, and if enough of you guys like the ideas, then maybe, just maybe, the developers will actually add this stuff. But I do think that is going to be everything for today's video. I truly hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like. I would truly appreciate it. Subscribe, and the notification bell so you never miss another upload. Check out the video on screen here. YouTube thinks to like it. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace.